Let's understand exactly what's going on with something that looks incredibly pure, but hides a literally terrifying invisible secret. Today, we're breaking down a fascinating and potentially life-saving lesson about the wilderness. We often trust our senses when we're out in nature, right? But as we're about to see, trusting your eyes can sometimes be the absolute most dangerous thing you can do. I want you to really picture this for a second. Imagine you're deep in the mountainous wilderness. You've been hiking for hours, the sun is just beating down on you, and you are completely, utterly parched. Your throat is dry, your water bottle has been empty for miles, and, well, exhaustion is really starting to set in. Then you hear it, the beautiful, crisp sound of a fresh, flowing stream right in front of you. You look down, and the water is just glistening. Your immediate instinct, naturally, is to reach down, cup your hands, and take a long, refreshing drink from that mountain stream. Okay, let's dive into this, because the absolute most critical rule here is stark. Do not drink it. Even if you are literally dying of thirst, you should never make the mistake of drinking this water straight from the source. It sounds totally counterintuitive, right? I mean, why on earth would you avoid what looks like the freshest water on the planet when you're absolutely desperate for hydration? Section 1. The deadly mirage. It looks safe, but it really isn't. Just look at this comparison. To the naked eye, it's just clean, shiny glacier water. As it flows down from those mountain peaks, it appears completely, undeniably safe. Our brains are basically hardwired to associate this kind of clear, running water with hydration. But the reality is deceptively perilous. It's essentially a mirage. It promises life-saving water, but it's actually masking a microscopic world of hidden dangers. Moving on to Section 2, the time capsule, millions of years old. Now, what's really interesting about this is the sheer timescale we're talking about, millions of years. When you look at water melting off a glacier, you probably think you're looking at snow that fell, I don't know, maybe last winter or perhaps a decade ago. But the astonishing fact is that some of the ice deep within these glaciers is literally millions of years old. You are looking at prehistoric ice. So this means we aren't just dealing with ordinary frozen water. A glacier actually acts as a literal time capsule, a massive frozen historical trap. As those ice layers built up over millennia, they didn't just freeze water. They locked atmospheric and biological elements deep inside for thousands, sometimes millions of years. And when that glacier melts, well, it's basically opening that ancient time capsule. Section 3, Ancient Microscopic Threats, the things trapped inside. Let's look at what's actually trapped inside the ice. First, we find ancient dust. Then, as we look a little closer, microbes. And a whole variety of other microscopic particles. Over millions of years, the ice has acted like a giant net, capturing pretty much everything blowing through the prehistoric air. As the ice melts today, all of those trapped particles are released directly into that beautiful, flowing water. So, the crucial point is, when scientists analyze samples of this ancient ice, they don't just find harmless dirt. No, they actually find traces of ancient bacteria and viruses. We're talking about biological entities that haven't interacted with the modern world for millions of years, perfectly preserved within the ice. By drinking straight from that stream, you could be exposing your body to prehistoric pathogens that your immune system is entirely unprepared for. Crazy, right? Section 4, Survival Rules. Here is how to actually stay safe. And this brilliantly illustrates what you actually need to do. No matter how pristine it looks, wilderness water absolutely must be treated. Step 1, filter the water to remove the larger particles and debris. Step 2, boil it. This is honestly one of the most effective ways to neutralize those ancient biological threats we just talked about. And step 3, purify it using chemical or UV purifiers just to ensure any remaining microscopic dangers are completely destroyed. These aren't just suggestions, folks. They're the essential methods required to make wilderness water actually safe to consume. The ultimate, thought-provoking takeaway here is simple. The purest-looking water often holds the oldest dangers. It's just a powerful reminder that our eyes can easily deceive us in the wild, and nature's beauty often masks incredibly complex, ancient systems. So the next time you find yourself staring at a crystal-clear glacier stream, ask yourself, what invisible history is flowing right beneath that beautiful surface? Stay safe out there.